Less than 2 years after world leaders came together to tackle the global financial crisis, IMF Managing Director Dominique Strauss-Kahn says the spirit of cooperation appears to be waning.
I think it's fair to say that the momentum is not vanishing, but decreasing, and that's a real threat because everybody has to keep in mind this mantra that there is no domestic solution to a global crisis.
Fears about a currency war were stoked Wednesday after U.S. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner stepped up pressure on China to move faster to revalue the yuan.
This is a problem because when large economies with undervalued exchange rates act to keep their currencies from appreciating, that encourages other countries to do the same. And this sets off a dangerous dynamic.
Washington believes Beijing is keeping the value of the yuan artificially low to make Chinese goods less expensive, adding to the massive U.S. trade deficit. On Thursday, World Bank President Robert Zoellick urged both sides to seek common ground.
The recent crisis is still affecting jobs and livelihoods across the world. If ever there were a time we shouldn't turn our backs on international cooperation, it's now.
In June, China pledged greater flexibility to allow its currency to rise, but there's been little movement since then. Zoellick says the spat undermines investor confidence just when the world is looking to the private sector to bolster growth.
As far as the crisis is concerned, the world economy is recovering. That's the good news. But it's recovering at too slow a pace to bring down employment significantly, particularly in a number of the developed countries. And whenever you have high unemployment, you have risks of other tensions.
A new report by the IMF suggests the financial crisis is already over in some developing countries in Asia, while wealthier nations in the West continue to struggle. On Thursday, fears of a looming international currency war sent the dollar to an 8-month low against the euro. Arcega, VOA News.